What was Cuba like before Fidel Castro took over? What was Cuba like before Fidel Castro took over? To understand this, we need to look at the country in the 1950s. At that time, Cuba was a land of contrasts. It was one of the most developed nations in Latin America, with a standard of living that rivaled southern European countries. Havana, the capital, was a lively city filled with luxurious hotels, bustling casinos, and vibrant nightlife. Tourists and celebrities flocked to Havana, drawn by its reputation as a glamorous destination. However, beneath this shiny surface, Cuba had serious problems. The political scene was chaotic and marked by corruption. President Fulgencio Batista ruled Cuba after a coup in 1952, and his regime was notorious for its ties to organized crime. Many Cubans felt oppressed under his rule, which led to widespread discontent. American influence loomed large in Cuba. United States companies controlled significant parts of the economy, especially in sugar production and utilities. This foreign control often left local workers feeling marginalized and exploited. While Havana thrived, many rural areas suffered from poverty and unemployment. Sugar workers often faced long periods without work, leading to economic hardship. This stark economic divide created a breeding ground for revolution. The discontent among the population fueled the Cuban Revolution, which would ultimately bring Fidel Castro to power in 1959. Castro promised change and reform, appealing to those who had suffered under Batista's rule. Fast forward to the early 1960s, and Cuba's transformation under Castro had significant global implications. The Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962 brought the world to the brink of nuclear war. Castro's alliance with the Soviet Union and his refusal to hold elections strained relations with the United States. This tension set the stage for decades of political and economic isolation for Cuba. Looking back, pre-Castro Cuba might evoke nostalgia for its vibrant nightlife and luxurious lifestyle. Yet, this view often overlooks the underlying social and economic issues that led to Castro's rise. The reality was a complex mix of prosperity and poverty, freedom and oppression. This duality laid the groundwork for the dramatic changes that followed in Cuba's history.